to me. Forget it. I've got a quarry to catch. Damn it, Karlak. Where have you gotten to?
All right, he's got a quarry to catch. Karlak, where have you gotten to? So, Platinum X here, and this is Baldur's Gate 3 Wyll Origin Character Playthrough. So I've already posted the character creation, where I changed some things about how Wyll normally starts, mainly with his what I call attributes or stats. This game calls abilities, which makes it a little confusing when you're trying to talk about some other stuff. So I don't really like the way they use the word abilities for strength, dexterity, constitution, all that stuff. I always say stats or or attributes. But anyway, so as you can see, I got 8 strength, which he normally started with 8 strength, but he had a 13 dexterity. I dropped that to 10 because I do plan on getting the gloves of the gauntlets of dexterity or gloves of dexterity, whatever, gives you an 18 dexterity. So any points that I used in dexterity once I get them gloves would just be wasted points. Now there are other gloves for other builds. You play however you want to play. But this is part of my build that I'm going to use those gloves of dexterity for him, giving him an 18 dexterity. Which is, dexterity is a very important ability or attribute because it affects your initiative, it also affects your armor class, and it affects your combat dice regarding finesse weapons. And Wyll, even though a warlock or human does not have the weapon proficiency rapier, Wyll does have the weapon proficiency rapier because he is the Blade of Frontiers. Like, it doesn't actually say that he gets the rapier proficiency, but it does picture a rapier there, and that's why he's proficient with a rapier. I guess it was a boon from his little devil chick patron. I did keep Arcana, and he's a folk hero, which is animal handling and survival. Those are both wisdom based. Arcana is intelligence, and I would normally have removed Arcana to get deception. Deception and intimidation are charisma based, and warlocks are charisma based spellcasters. But I'm going to get the actor feat at level 4, which gives expertise in deception, and it doesn't stack with proficiency. So again, putting the skill in there to be proficient with it would have just been a waste. So that's why I didn't do deception already and left Arcana, because Wyll didn't have anything else to pick. So I'm going to get the feat for deception. So right now, starting off though, got intimidation, and then there's the human skill. Wasn't available as a warlock, but the human can pick any skill. They get 1 bonus skill. It can be any skill. I chose persuasion because again, that's charisma based, and persuasion is what affects merchant prices. Your buying and selling prices is based on your persuasion. So that's why I went ahead and chose that as the human skill. And then simple weapon proficiencies, you can see, does not include rapiers. Martial weapon proficiency, glaives, halberds, pikes, that's from being a human. All humans are proficient with those weapons right there. And then rapiers. So again, that's from being Blade of Frontiers. I guess, like I said, it was a boon from his patron, him being a warlock. It's the only way to really explain it. You can't be a Blade of Frontiers without a blade of some type, right? So anyway, let's see here. The only other thing I was really able to choose starting off, other than the ability scores there, I changed. So I lowered the dexterity because the rapier, again, the dexterity would have gave combat bonus to rapier since it's a finesse weapon. But I don't plan on using it. It does 1d8 damage, plus my dex bonus. But I've got a spell that does a cantrip. Eldritch Blast does 1d10 damage. And at higher levels, I get multiple bolts of it that I can shoot at different targets or the same target. So I don't really see like the whole using the rapier thing. It's just for show, just so we can seize the Blade of Frontiers. But I'll mostly be focusing on Eldritch Blast. So that's why I lowered Dexterity, because I'm going to get the Gloves of Dexterity, have 18. Constitution I raised up to 16 because Constitution is what the concentration saving throw was based on. Your concentration saving throw is a Constitution save. Intelligence didn't need intelligence. I lowered that. And then 14 wisdom. I increased that because, again, animal handling, survival are both wisdom based. And wisdom is, well, it's a nice savings throw bonus against spells that, wisdom based spells, you don't want to fail your save, And then, of course, charisma being the highest ability. So with that being a 17, the actor feat will give me the 1 point to give it to 18. I'll get the deception expertise and also performance. And if you watch the introduction during the character creation video I posted, you remember Wyll hunts monsters. And he always gets his prey. And right now he's after Karlach. That was the first thing on his mind. Well, the first thing on his mind is, what the hell do those mind flayers do to me? But then he was like, screw that. Where's Karlach? So again, he's after his prey. He's after Karlach. I don't really care about this point of damage because I'm going to go over here and use this pod right here.
I feel refreshed.
I'm a loot hog, so I basically, every time I play, I freaking loot everything. Now, I should just avoid this and not even go up here, but might as well go up here because but even though Wyll's a warlock and of the fiend, he's actually that's all that perception roll did, is tell you the brain quivered. Like, really? Like, I had to roll a die just to see the brain quivering? So, having said that, yeah, the next thing is, even if he had failed that though, and like didn't realize it was a mind flayer minion, it would still be considered an abomination. Okay, this dude's brain is hanging out of his skull, and it's talking to you telepathically. So naturally, again, Wyll hunts monsters. It only made sense to destroy that brain. And that's the whole point of this playthrough, is to show the story from each origin character's perspective, and, to role play that.
Abomination, this is your end.
I just can't see Wyll or Lae'zel, for that matter, tagging along with an intellect devourer behind him.
Rushed past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this?
Like, there's no way in hell. Well, which they are. They're in hell right now. They're in Avernus at the moment.
Together, we might survive.
All right, so that right there, I mean, she's a Githyanki. Would Wyll really side with a Githyanki under the circumstances? Considering what she just said, it's like, okay, yeah, we are in Avernus, the first plane of hell. So yeah, kind of makes sense to work together here to get the hell out of here.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers. We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate things. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Now she's talking about a cure, so that's you know, it kind of makes you scratch your head and go, all right, must be allies here. But Lae'zel's kind of thrown on you. Like this, you don't get an option to recruit her. You know, she's literally thrown on you. You got to take her, and of course, if you're an evil bastard, you could blow a hole in her back with your Eldritch Blast, and you know, be done with it. But again, you do as you wish. But I'm not going to do that. As far as I'm concerned, I kind of need her at the moment. Dude, oh god, these dice games really aggravate me, man. They really do. I really don't like. I mean, as much as I love Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, I do love Dungeons and Dragons, but I mean, these dice, man, I tell you what, just drive me up the wall too much sometimes. They're too aggravating. I mean, there was two dice there, a D6 and a D4. Or wait, no. Wait a minute, what am I talking about? No, it was a D10. A 1D10 for the Eldritch Blast and a 1D6 for the Hex. That was 2 to 16 damage. And I did what? 5? 2 to 16 damage and I did 5. Aggravating. Very aggravating.
This is your end. You proved surprisingly adequate.
Are you sure? Like, I didn't kill shit. But take that back. I am gonna kill this little bastard. Alright, he's dead now. Considering that was a Quasit or imp, was it? Yeah, it was an imp. You know, they're little. I don't know exactly what they're considered. The little demons or devils? What are they? Devils or demons? Anyway, Wyll would surely make sure it was dead before going away, before leaving it. And that basically replenished my, I'm still concentrating, you see the icon right there, still concentrating on Hex, so I can recast it without spending another spell slot. But that restoration pod, or whatever the hell it's called, replenished my spell slot as well as with hit points. It's basically like a long rest. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I wanted to get the experience from that, but I hit the wrong button.
You! Get me out of this taxi! We have no time for stragglers.
Shut up, hag.
The magic's configuration is like nothing you know. Nausea climbs further up your throat the longer you try to discern its nature.
Are you satisfied? We need to go.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in. Hurry! Please!
There's the key for the. Okay, now right here, go to turn-based to pause it. It's the only way to pause it is to hit turn-based. If you free the other brain from the skull, it's called us, and if you free it, you'll come across it later as well, and you can use it as like a pet. You can summon it into battle just like Scratch the dog. But if it's with you, if that brain is tagging along with you, do not attack this one. If you attack this one, the other one will turn on you, and it has a lot more hit points, which for two first level characters, it makes for a very difficult battle. Real quick. So, but since I do not have us with me, since I destroyed that brain, I can now, I'm going to switch to her.
Reaction.
Kill this thing. A little bit of experience. I'm not messing with that thing. These right here, there's two of these. There's one here and one out in the other room. There's the key to the thing.
Looks like it should be plugged in somewhere.
If you bring it, I'm not bringing it with me again, like I've done it. But there's two brains here in the glass jar. In Act 2, there's a machine that you can plug them into, and it will talk. So you have to remember to bring them with you if you decide to pick them up here and hang on to them. You have to remember to take them with you when you go into the final part of Act 2. But all it does is just dial. It's just it just says something. It's nothing important. There's 6 other brains near the device you plug it into, and it's one of those 6. So out of 8 total brains, there's only one of them that gives you a permanent buff. So you really don't, unless you're just curious what they say, you don't need to worry about these 2 here.
Suddenly, you feel a hideous squirming in your head. The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
And I guess I just need to focus on, I've already done walkthroughs of the game before for the Platinum Trophy. So I really don't need to keep talking about the same shit every single time. I need to focus on, this is an Origin playthrough. I need to focus on what Wyll would do and quit worrying about, like,
Feel the biomechanical
telling you what to do. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, that's right, shut up!
and
I'll do what I want to!
a shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
At last. I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind learns reaches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Now this actually makes sense from a role-playing aspect. Wyll definitely, even without her being forced on you, regardless, under the circumstances, it does seem like a necessary ally.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty
But
of fighting
there's no way.
ahead.
Wyll seems to be
We can get off this
be
ship
of good
and watch each
alignment.
other's backs along
So
the
there's
way.
no way he would leave Shadowheart trapped.
Shadowheart. One moment.
And not only that, but she's hot. So like, why would you leave her? Why would you leave her to die?
It's nothing. Trust me. Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now. She's right. Lead on.
All right. Lead on. Now there's some things we need to do before. Well, there's that one there, but there's another one here. We can just use the one in here.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say. Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment. King Yank.
All right, so we need to go to Shadowheart.
What's next?
Go to Spellbook, prepare. We're not going to use Guiding Bolt. We're going to use Command. I'm going to keep everything else like it is. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast Shield of Faith. And from a role-playing aspect, she just met these two. She's not going to cast Shield of Faith on one of them. She's going to cast it on herself. And then we're going to use this thing right here. Okay, we're good to go now.
Pride of the gate.
All right, now up till now, I've just been selecting the first thing with Hex, which was Strength. And that's only because there's nothing I'm doing that was going to cause those things I was attacking to roll a dice check. And that's what that whole Hex is. You're causing them to do disadvantage rolling 2 dice and choosing the lower of the 2 dice. So I didn't really need to select any particular attribute. That's not why I was casting Hex. I was casting Hex just for the bonus damage.
Impact is imminent. I must connect the helm.
But now, once well, I'll wait and go over it here in just a second. Really, man? See, Strength is just the first one. I'm just selecting the first one because I'm not doing anything that would make this person roll a Strength check. But I do actually have that right there is a Strength save. So I mean, I do have something to save against Strength, but that's not why. It just happened to be the first thing, and again, I'm just doing it for the bonus damage. A little 1 point there that wasn't necessary, but you know, sometimes it is necessary. Sometimes it comes in handy. All right.
Got to concentrate. On I go.
No. So one thing about these cantrips, that has a saving throw. If they save, it's 0 damage. So Firebolt is an attack roll. And she missed. And of course he saved. Who is that? Is that the... It is this thing, okay.
Make way.
Nice.
Forever dauntless.
I'm a loot hog, I gotta get everything.
Can't afford to let up. Should check for anything useful.
Oh, how about that?
Let my name be known.
Oh man, come on. Dude, I hate... oh, that irritates the shit out of me when I do that.
No holding back.
I kind of forgot to do something, just jumped. So I kind of screwed up just there, but that's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
I'll help myself, shall I? Let's take a look.
Alright, I think that's everything.
Talk to me. Hurry, before they strike.
Dude, ugh.
I must reach the helm.
Thank you.
My path be true.
Battle favors the fearless.
No, 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 don't do that again.
Fleet of foot.
Alright, now, like I was saying about strength, about the hex before, well, now I do have something specific. I want to do a wisdom hex. Let me show you why.
I'm ready.
Shadowheart. Remember we swapped to command? Command is a wisdom savings throw. We're going to go back to Wyll. And this time we're going to apply a wisdom hex. And we'll blast it. Well, actually, I don't need to blast him. I need to blast one of these dudes out here. I can't move anymore. Oh, shit. Wait. Can almost get to him. Not. You know what? Use dash. And go grab this stuff. I love these void bulbs. Alright, now that this dude is hexed, now I'm going to do command. I'm going to tell this dude to drop his sword. And he fucking saved, dude. This game is bullshit, dude. Random die roll my ass. Here, let's take a look at this. Let's see. Where are the die rolls? Combat log. Here, let's take a look here. Succeeded saving throws. Well, where's the disadvantage? He's hexed. Where's the disadvantage? Do you see disadvantage there? I don't see where it says disadvantage there. He rolled a natural 20, so it wouldn't have made a difference. Well, actually it would. That's what I'm saying. Like, even though he rolled a natural 20, disadvantage is rolling 2 dice and choosing the lower of the 2 dice. Where's the disadvantage? Go back. I mean, you can see he's hexed. You see the little icon there. Hexed, wisdom. Let's go back to Wyll. Alright, so give disadvantage on an ability of your choosing. I chose wisdom. Disadvantage, rolling 2 dice, choosing the lesser of the 2. So once again, what I'm saying is it's horseshit because number one, it's not even showing that he rolled disadvantage. Yeah, it would say disadvantage right there and so there's no disadvantage there. And if you're saying, okay, well no, it didn't say it there, but yeah, he did have disadvantage. So you're telling me he rolled double 20s? Okay, there's no such thing as random die rolls in this game. I'm sorry, there's not. Now I say that, but again, a lot of times what it could be is like the program gets stuck. Like it's like a glitch to where it rolls one number and kind of gets hung up and stuck on that same number and rolls the same number multiple times. I guess that's a possibility. But I've seen doubles on D20 way too many times to believe this, it's random die roll bullshit. Okay, it's not. That's why I can't stand the harder difficulties, because it's not even random die rolls. And they stack the dice against you by giving every single encounter bonuses. So yeah, anyway, it is what it is. Let's just move on. So I got one more cast of, and this mind flayer doing pretty good. If I focus on just killing the fucker, I might be able to kill him. But of course he's whipping the shit out of that mind flayer though. That's not a good thing. Alright, get that.
Coming through.
Get that. Is that everything so far? Yep, alright, I'm looting everything. Alright, let's try this again now. Drop your sword. There we go. Give me that, you bastard, you winged fuck. Alright, so what we just picked up is the Everburn Blade. It's not enchanted. I mean, there's no like bonus. There's not a +1 magic weapon or anything. It just adds 1d4 fire damage. So it's a two-handed sword that does 2d6. That +1 is her strength. And then 1d4 fire damage. So that is something that would be very nice. What am I? Hang on. Like I said, I'm a little rusty at the moment. We're going to send this to Wyll. Be a very good weapon for Lae'zel. But we get separated from Lae'zel as soon as we get off the ship. So I'll give it to her later. If I give it to her at all. Now that he's not holding that sword, like that Mind Flayer can hold its own against him. Like, I mean, shit, damn, he still did 6 damage with a punch. But now that Mind Flayer's got a lot higher chance of survivability against him. And what I'm going for up here is another one of them little like orbs laying over here on this table. There it is, Void Orb. I don't really give a shit about these right here, but these I love these Void Orbs.
No holding back.
Okay, where are we at now?
Open up.
Now, one thing I forgot about is when he kills this Mind Flayer, a lot of times they drop gems. But it's not like it's a 5,000 gold gem, you know what I mean? It's not worth that much. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna hang around waiting for the Mind Flayer to die so I can loot that thing. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way over here.
The transponder's waiting.
Need to stay focused.
She can pick that up. That's crap. Alright, so I believe that's all the loot except for what Lae'zel still needs to get up there. The most important thing was that Everburn Blade. That's what was pissing me off so bad with that damn... He didn't get disadvantage, even though I cast Hex on him, he didn't get that disadvantage. Because I wanted that sword. I wanted that sword and I wasn't leaving without it.
Make way.
All right. Let's get out of here.
The helm's alien transponder. You made it in time.
Oh wow, I can't believe that took that long. 40 minutes just to get through the Nautiloid. Of course, some of that was me running my mouth, but honestly, I didn't, like, I wasn't like not moving for no more than like 5 minutes combined total throughout the whole throughout the whole ship, where I would like not do anything while I was talking. And most of the time I was talking, I was still like moving around and doing stuff, right? So yeah. I find it a little strange that it took me that long to get through there.
It hurts just to think that you need to get your bearings. You went to Avernus as a hunter, but you've left it as prey. Not to devils, but to the tadpole in your brain.
Focus. You have a devil called Karlak to hunt. Maybe your patron can help with the tadpole. Removing the tadpole is all that matters now, unless you find a cure. Your hunting days are over. So basically, just like when he woke up at the beginning, when I first started this video, what did he say when he woke up? What did those mind flayers do to me? Enough of that. Karlak, where have you gone? So again, we got a devil to catch.
Doesn't want to cooperate. Every time you try to focus on the hunt before you, thoughts of the tadpole brush it aside. You have to find a cure.
Wyll hunts monsters, and he always gets his prey. But again, Wyll is clearly somewhat of good alignment, so he's not going to leave Shadowheart laying here on the ground.
You're alive.
Nor was he going to leave her in a pod on the ship.
How is this possible? I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing. No, I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from. First things first, we need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. You might want to reconsider calling her a friend. Looks like she ran off without us. We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company. One thing, just before we go. I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to run right past my pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Okay, lead the way. Now I think I'm actually going to end here. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna post like the entire like playthrough. I'm really only gonna post what's like specific to Will's playthrough.
The river
So I will be posting a lot,
know those clear waters anyway.
but only when it pertains to something specific to Will. So I normally spend over 100 hours per playthrough on this game. I don't think I'm gonna make 100 episodes or 100 videos for this playthrough. I mean, there's nothing stopping me, right? But it's just, I mean, I've already posted a full tactician difficulty playthrough for the Platinum Trophy, but it requires 2 playthroughs for the Platinum Trophy, one of which was my first Origin character playthrough as Dark Urge. Now, Dark Urge isn't a companion that you find and play with. Dark Urge is a specific, has a very specific and unique background that is an Origin character required to play through for the Platinum Trophy. So I've done 2 full playthroughs. Of course, I didn't necessarily, again, post every single minute of the playthrough both times, but both those playthroughs are posted for the Platinum Trophy. And then I did a playthrough as Shadowheart, because to me, because of the artifact that she carries, to me, she's really the main character, because everything is so focused around that artifact. Anyway, that's just my thing. That's why I wanted to do a playthrough with her specifically, because of that. And I did honor mode with her as with her Origin playthrough. I did the on honor mode and got the Foehammer trophy, and as you can see, the golden dice. And then I did another playthrough with Astarion, which there really wasn't a whole lot unique about Astarion's playthrough. I mean, there was like a couple of things, but what's most unique about Astarion's playthrough is toward the end. Like, once you get to the city, there's the whole confronting Cazador thing, that you don't have to be playing as him to do that. But, you know, playing as him, you know, is definitely puts that in a different perspective. But then especially the ending, like I romanced Minthara with Astarion, and as evil as Minthara is wanting me to, like, the things Minthara was wanting me to do is like, I just shut up and pay attention. You know, I mean, I just ignored her, but yet by the end of the game, that party 6 months afterwards, like the epilogue, her and Astarion are there, and so there's a little bit of a unique aspect to Astarion's playthrough from that point of view. Not being a all-out evil tyrant, you know, using the mother brain to rule, which that's what Minthara wanted me to do. But anyway, but as far as the actual playthrough went, there wasn't really a whole lot that was unique until getting to the city. But Wyll should be a lot. There should be a lot specifically throughout the playthrough that's unique for Wyll. That's kind of the whole point in doing this, is just to see it from his perspective. And I think it's going to be a little more focused on Wyll than it was Astarion through, you know, majority of the playthrough, not just the end. But anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more with Wyll.